Howdy, howdy, my dear friends. Here I am recording this intro on November 20th of 2024, the day Pluto is actually moving into Aquarius. It's big, beautiful energy for me because of my birth chart and where Pluto and Aquarius and everything sit. And I'm ready to embark on this new quest. Woohoo! Now, before we start your reading, I'd like to share with you some information for 2025 and what I'm intending to provide for my community. But if you'd prefer to leap ahead and bypass this intro and start your reading, there's a timestamp in the description box of the video that will jump you to your 2025 forecast. The year 2025 is going to be quite a transitional and transformational one, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius until 2043. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was from around 1778 to 1798. And during that time, the planet experienced revolutions of many kinds, including social, political, things to do with labor, economic disparities, and unique expression of imagination that led to leaps in technology. Now, it has and it will impact generations to come, as will these next 18 years. So whatever we decide as a collective will change the course of history and the lives of future generations. No pressure, right? It's exciting, and yeah, we can be a little anxious or nervous too, but that's part of this journey. Hopefully, what Spirit has put upon me to provide over this next year will make it a little easier to choose the excitement over the fear. The world of humans does seem very divided right now, but have hope. This is a sign and reflection of the age of Aquarius that announces that the old ways no longer work for where we're heading as a planet and as a race of humanity. It will require us to see the higher capital T truths rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude as well. And that will help us release the attachment to the old small t truths, which were rooted in fear and lower vibrational conditional love. One brings unity, the other brings separation as it focuses on self-survival rather than the us survival and us thrival. Yeah, I'm going to make up a new word, I guess, but where we thrive together. Now, for the last decade or so, Spirit has given me a theme each year that coincides with the last number of the year, whether it be by rhyming or by digit. So 2025 is geared up to be a very different year, astrologically, globally, politically, spiritually, etc., etc. So I was prepared that the theme could really be on any subject. And I was very glad to have it focused on a quest, right? Yeehaw! How exciting, right? But it will be a quest for the 5 elements. Quest for the 5 in 2025. What does that mean? The 4 elements of fire, earth, air, and water represent the 4 areas that our human character experiences in this human life. And I relate these to the tarot, which we can use to receive messages from the ethereal to assist us on our adventure. The 5th element is what I'm calling ether, which can represent the essence of the cosmic mother and cosmic father, our creator, which is the source of eternal, unconditional love energy. And I do feel our entire adventure here as a human is all about that love, either expressing or experiencing it, or crying out for it as we discover what it feels like to experience the opposite of that capital L love, which is conditional love rooted in the fear of being rejected or not being enough, a small L love. We are a perfect mountain, and we come down as a sort of satellite to move around the perfect mountain, exploring it, to see different perspectives of who we really are by experiencing a lot of who we are not. So the quest for the 5 elements will look at the 4 areas of our lives that the 4 elements relate to. So fire, which is our spiritual, energetic, vibrational journey. Earth, our physical, abundant, external world journey. Air, which is our mental and communication journey. And water, which is, of course, our emotional journey. And I'll join this with how we can use each of these areas of our human lives to raise our capital L love vibration in search of the ether. We'll have many opportunities this next year to either choose lower or higher vibrational energy, and we'll experience events and people and relationships that correspond to whatever energy we focus on. And I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can through the elements over this next year, and I invite you to be part of that adventure with me. I'm posting these 2025 forecast readings for each individual zodiac sign mid to late December, but my YouTube channel members have had early access to those as I've recorded them. I know how exciting, I know, right? If you'd like to become one of my YouTube channel members to help support my channel and to dive deeper with me, I do offer 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis level is $7.99 per month. In addition to early access to these 2025 forecast videos, you would also have advanced access to other videos that I intend on posting on a regular basis in 2025. So here's a sneak peek on what I intend on providing. First, we got the weekly Zen Bites on Fridays, which share a short tidbit that can help us maintain or return to our Zen, which is our connection to that higher vibrational love energy. Then we got monthly Zen Gate card readings that focus on the special energy portal that's created like on 1/1, like January 1st, 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, etc. And we can use this energy to catapult or bounce us up into higher vibration. Also have monthly card readings for the change in the zodiac sun that happens every month, as well as new moon and full moon readings. Knowing these energies can help us navigate our path as we use the astrological energy instead of letting it use us. I also have a monthly quest video that will focus on a specific element for the month with tools and information to help us make the most of the quest and the energy at the time. And of course, as I have already put out for this season, quarterly seasonal influence card readings as we experience the solstice and the equinox together. And those will be split out by astrological sign elements, so air signs, fire signs, etc., which I already put those out for winter, summer, back middle of December. So be sure to check those out. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description box of the video. So yeah, all that's going to keep me busy a little bit and focused. So I'm excited for all that though. And everyone will have access to these at the scheduled time. But as I mentioned, my YouTube channel members will receive advanced access to all of these as soon as I record them and I upload them. In addition to sharing all of that, I'll continue to have live readings on Friday and Saturday evenings and Saturday and Sunday late mornings. Donations and my YouTube channel members do receive priority, and I always purpose to complete their readings the same day. Zen Cricket and Praying Mantis also have a special 2-hour live session on Wednesday evenings, and Praying Mantis have an additional 2 hours on Thursday evening, as well as an additional hour or so on Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoon after my regular live sessions. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, there is a link in the description box of the video down below. I also offer a variety of paid services like personal readings. That includes past life readings. I do some energy work and a few other options. So if you're interested in even deeper messages and experiences, there is a link in the description box below to a booking page that lists the items and additional information as well. Life can certainly be interesting. I'm so glad to have such amazing souls with huge hearts and great senses of humor along with me on my adventure. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the intro. And if you got this far, if you'll comment on this video down below, sharing something that you would like to see come to fruition in 2025, I'll automatically enter you into a drawing for the chance to win a recorded personal reading. You can comment on as many of the 12 videos as you would like, and each of those 12 would count as an entry into the drawing. So I'll pull winners at various times during January and post a video announcing the winners. Exciting. Don't tell anyone else. Shh. Alrighty, let's get into your 2025 forecast. All right, Geminis, this is your 2025 forecast. I'm excited to see what Spirit brings in. We're going to use like a compass type of approach, and we'll begin by the center, which is going to be the ethereal, the ether, but it also represents the overall energy on what Spirit wants you to know about the entire year. And for that, we're going to start with this oracle, the Wisdom of the Elders oracle, just to see what the overall energy is for all Gemini. So we'll start there, and then we will dive into the rest here. All right. Okay, I do want this one here. So we will do that. And you have Cedar Sacred Medicine Protection. Beautiful, beautiful card. Maybe a little closer so you can see a little better. Love that big heart around the pine tree there. So we'll put that around right here, ish or so. Okay, we'll start here. Card number 27. And let's see what this brings in for the year. I love that you're going to be protected. I know 2025 is going to be a pretty involved, exciting, stormy year. But what we do with it is up to us. And so I like that we're starting off just this nice feeling of feeling protected. The third sacred medicine of cedar occupies the southern direction of the medicine wheel, in some medicine wheels, and possesses some of the strong purifying properties of sage. Cedar is connected to protection and is often utilized in sweat lodge ceremonies as a way of offering a safe space for deep healing to its participants and even protection for the ceremony itself. Can also be used in combination with other sacred medicines to stimulate clarity and to promote communication with the spirit world and the creator. It has a lush green color and associated with the heart chakra. And if there are any feelings around heartache for you at this time or throughout the whole year, cedar would be beneficial to incorporate into your spiritual practice in the form of offerings and through smudging. If physical or spiritual healing is required in your life throughout this next year, harness the power of cedar and invite healing energy into your energetic body and into your life. If you've drawn the Cedar Sacred Medicine card for your yearly, I'm throwing that in there, it says today, but this is for your yearly, this is a reminder that there is power in prayer. And now might be a time to ask others for help or to ask for Spirit to intervene. Prayers are always heard and are often answered, but you have to take the first step and ask. If either you or someone you love has been dealing with health issues or emotional stressors connected to heartache, this might be a gentle nudge from Spirit to utilize the power of sacred cedar medicine and to trust that healing is possible. So throughout the next year, there's this message of protection and safety for you, but it also is about helping others and creating this safe space for healing, both for yourself and others. And what you learn and glean about protection, you can offer to others too. Because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fear, as per normal. It's been going on for quite a while, but it just feels like the divide is getting bigger and bigger between lower vibrational and higher vibrational. The gray areas almost seem to be becoming very, very light and very, very dark, and there's not a big gray in between. So, but that's on purpose to show us the contrast and to offer this. So I love that. We have a wonderful clear crystal quartz here to bring in clarity. We'll put that here. What I do take a tarot deck. This tarot deck that we're using this time around is the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms. Beautiful deck. What I do is I separate the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. This one, major arcana represents the overall energy for the year, and then we'll get into the four different areas of our life, the four other directions. I'll get into those as we do that. But let's take a look here and see what else Spirit wants you to know here about your year. So for Geminis, what else do you want them to know here about 2025? All right, you already got it coming in here, so we'll put this over here. And you have the sun. How perfect. Now, the sun is a beautiful, beautiful energy because it is one of the most victorious, beautiful, overflowing, abundant cards to get. So it brings a lot of brightness. It brings a lot of clarity into our lives, too. So this space that's being created, there's a big light being shown into those spaces to allow some significant healing and transformation to happen in our lives. The other thing, whether we're male or female or how we identify, the sun, the S-O-N is coming in here. And just in this particular one, because there's a child, it's Leo energy, which represents the little child. But let me see if I can go even closer here. Whoa, that's a little too bright. But here, try that again. But at least you can see there's a little child and then the big adult. And that's the protection, that's the safety that we feel. We can have this wonderful relationship that you can develop with Creator over this next year, which is, I call it the Trinity. In Christianity, they have the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, right? But the Trinity that we develop it's the Father, the Cosmic Father, the Cosmic Mother. Our Creator has duality. So they are our parents, they're our mother and our father, and we can be that only child-like relationship to them, like a spoiled little, in a positive way, a spoiled little only child, that we can have that type of relationship with Creator. They don't have to share their attention with billions and trillions and quazillion other souls and beings and entities. They're so powerful, they can have a one-on-one relationship with us as if we're the only relationship we have. And I feel like this is the kind of relationship that you can develop over this next year. Wow, I'm excited for that for you. All right. Now, the medicine wheel I go by, they actually talk about the south being fire, and that's what we're going to go to first. And that represents our passion, our drive, our ambition, our inspiration, our spiritual energy, our overall energy. So this will be our energetic adventure. We're going to start off with this oracle, the Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. And let's see what they want you to know, Geminis. All right, I do want that one there. Okay. So you have Thoth light codes. Beautiful card here. And it talks about light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. All right. I love that. We'll put that there. And let's see here. And see what additional they bring in here. All right. Okay, so this is pronounced Thoth, not Thoth. First H is silent. So Thoth, also known as Tuhiti, I'll probably mispronounce that too. It's the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. I like that writing. For a lot of you, this is about sharing stories within you, either through podcasts or blogs or books, or articles, but I feel like there is, for many of you, what you're learning and growing and healing through, you're going to be able to put that into writing in some way. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he's considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphs and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. Said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. And this gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide you and to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back, and he helps awaken the teacher within. So again, this writing, this teaching energy, it's like this place of safety. To connect to this energy, chant Tahuti, Tahuti, Tahuti until you feel a shift in the energy around you. Then say, Thoth, great priest king of Atlantis and divine scribe of ancient Egypt, thank you for initiating and awakening the great teacher within me. Your message that comes with that says you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations throughout this next year, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of your old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now and throughout this next year. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Wow. Yeah, like as bright as the sun, you're going to really shine bright and step forward into this teaching, leading, writing energies, whatever of that divine magic resonates with you. You know, the sun doesn't ask permission to shine or dim its light for anyone. It steps forward and shines bright. And you have this safe space that's being created for you to pursue that. I love that. Then we have this wonderful amethyst pyramid. Speaking of the Egyptians and the Atlanteans. And it helps magnify energy. So we'll put it over here. And then we move into the suit of wands. Now wands, matches all this energy. We'll pull 2 cards to find out more clarity on what they want you to know about your energetic adventure coming up here in 2025. So what else for our Geminis? And Gemini, that teaching and the learning and the writing is such Gemini energy too. All right, so first up here you have the King of Wands. Beautiful card. Let me just scooch in a little bit so you can see a little clearer there. Love it. And then you also have the Two of Wands. So, actually let me do it this way. Here we go. There we go. Like a ray of sunshine. Let me just put them like this. Now, the King of Wands is about, stepping up and deciding what you're wanting to do. Stepping away from a lot of the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's, all these opinions from advisors in your life. And I like that the energy, the creative energy that comes forward with it, because, it's like clearing the throne room and sitting and deciding individually what you're wanting to do and stepping forward into it, making plans and putting energy into it. The Two of Wands shows duality. It shows the power of energetic choice too. Whatever you focus on will grow and expand over here. So when you're in this place of safety and have that space and you're focusing on gratitude and higher vibration, that allows that higher vibrational stuff to happen and to come in. Whereas if we're focusing on not being protected, fearing, then we draw in events and people and relationships and situations that match that lower vibration. So I like the clarity that's coming in here in this light initiation, because it's allowing you this safe space to be true more to yourself than trying to live up to what you feel maybe other people are trying to have you do, right? So I like that. Very much supported in that. And then we're going to go to the north here, which in the medicine wheel that I follow, it's earth energy. And for that, we'll move over here and we're going to look at these money and the law of attraction cards from the Hickses and see what is. This is the only energy really that's of the outside world. You know, we've got our inner spiritual passion energy, and we'll talk about emotion and the mind, and all that's internal. This is the outside world, right? This has to do with all of our the other people on stage with us, the props, including our own bodies, right? But possessions and all that physical stuff of the outside world. So let's see here what they want you to know about your physical adventure in 2025, right? They said they'd make it very obvious, and so there it is. I was going, well, is it going to come today? Patience being my primary virtue, of course, not. All right. So you have, I will tell my story as I want it to be. Wow. And so here's that story reference coming in here, mentioning that, right? And then leave this on the bottom here too. Let it focus in, then I'll read it. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the power of the law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. It must be. Wow. And then here's that helping hand coming in again. You're not in this alone. And how perfect this is for what we're talking about with this Two of Wands here too. Let me just get these kind of more centered here. Whoa, that's way off. Okay, well, kind of. All right, so getting things in order. Oh, maybe that's why it's so low, because it went underneath it. All right, good enough. So I love that coming in here for you. So your outside world is about bringing your story out into the physical world and sharing that. You know, we talked about the writing and the communicating and getting the message that you're wanting. And the message has to do a lot around this awareness that you glean and grow from here. And of course, for the earth, we've got here this beautiful amethyst stone. We'll put that up here. And for this, we have the Pentacles suit. So let's see what else they want you to know about your physical adventure. So there definitely is this making sure whatever you're focusing on is coming forward. So, knowing that whatever you focus on must come forward. It must be manifested. Your energy always is. Energy is always coming out from us. We're always have energy that's emanating out, and whatever we're focusing on is what gets communicated out. It's like a microphone being hot all the time on, and whatever you say is what goes out, and people bring that towards you. You know, that's what that energy all is. And this is telling you that if you will focus on that higher vibrational stuff, it has no, it's the law. It brings it in. Our energy draws it in. That's the how the universe works. But also, if we're focusing on the other stuff, it also will bring that in. Whoops, let's see what else we have here. So you got the Queen of Pentacles. So new birth, harvest, abundance, type of energy that comes in here. So we like that. That's good energy. And then what else do we have here? We got the Nine of Pentacles. So again, independence and almost like dreams coming true in the physical world. So there's a lot of possibility of abundance and growth and amazing energies that come in with this here. So I love that. That coming in here. I mean, all of this is about such possibilities that it's like throughout the year you're learning and you're growing and you're having this space, and then when you start to share that story and start to share that information, start to share that protection, showing people a place of safety, coming back to this relationship and showing people how they can have a relationship like that with the creator, mother and father, cosmic, mother, father, and that you have this abundance assured, but the extent to which it is has to do with your own energy and your own focus that's on there. So I love that for you. So external world feels very solid for you in this coming year. And then we go over here to the east, which is air energy, which has to do with the mind, thought and belief and mindset and story, communication, as well. So for that, we have the urban crow, being that flies in the air. So, whoa, let's take a look here. So that is your card that came flying out over here, evidently. And you've got ghosts. Ooh, ghost stories. Ooh. So card number 20. And for this, we've got an amethyst skull, which represents the mind. We'll put that over here. Let me move these cards here for now. Let's see what this ghosts brings in here. How this relates to your 2025. So shadows of the past. Let them visit, but don't let them stay. They no longer hold substance in your world, and if they linger too long, they may become trapped in your psyche. Have you ever found yourself having an argument with someone who wasn't even in the room? The argument plays out in your head. Isn't that amazing? This is what we're talking about, the head. And that situation that brought about the feelings and emotions that led to the internal disagreement is a ghost. And like a ghost, repeating the pattern of walking through a room as it has done each night since its human form passed, it is stuck in a moment in time. There is nothing that can be said or done that will change what occurred. The ghost card asks that you examine your feelings regarding a past event. Are you able to find acceptance and move forward into healing? Are you unable to forgive or seek forgiveness, allowing old wounds of the past to remain open? Pay attention to when ghosts appear. They may indicate the source of a block. It might be time for an exorcism. Yeah, so this energy, this is what we're talking about. The space that you have for healing over this next year has to do with releasing these ghosts. I love, forgiveness is like an F word to many people, right? We're like, because we have this thinking that it's about letting people get away with stuff. And really, one of the most beautiful ways I heard forgiveness described is letting the pain because of other people's actions go. It's like refusing to be a vessel of pain because of other people's actions or non-actions, words or non-words. It's about pouring out the pain and pouring out the wrath and allowing ourselves to become a vessel of love where we can receive that instead. So we make that space, and it's for us that we do it, not that we'll ever forget what someone did. And, if they need justice, they'll get justice, but that's not up to us. We're letting go, and we're allowing ourselves to have this power, right? Of course, this energy is the sword suit. So we'll take a look here and see what else they want you to know about this mental adventure. during 2025, which is your suit, so you're right at home here. There's nothing that will scare you here. You're a big thinker. Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're always on the quest for seeing things from a higher perspective. This knight, definitely, wants to pursue the higher truths and the way to look at things. And so I love that because that's so Gemini. Yeah, and then you also have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the balancer of the head and the heart. Because all queens roll over their own suit, but behind the scenes, they all also have their cups, emotions. And so this is this wonderful awareness that comes in, the what's going on behind the scenes and why, what's below the surface. Just a lot of clarity that comes in with all of this. And again, these emotions that come in the form of ghost and thoughts and beliefs that come in the form of ghost. This is this movement, and that the knight actually is in service of the queen. And so she understands and dispatches the Knight of Swords for this quest. She has the Ace of Swords usually in her card, so the knight has been able to bring it to her. And so you've been on this quest. You find a lot of knowledge that you can glean, seeing things from a higher perspective and transforming it too. But that's all part of this journey that's coming in here as well. So I love that. All right. And so this wonderful journey of growth and awareness that's coming in. And it just feels like such a year of progression. Some things that might have felt like stuck and you couldn't get through them, and no matter how you've gone and looked at a thought and belief, there is this transformation that happens this next year. There's extra oomph and energy and extra support for that to move forward. So I like that. And then we move into the West for the final element of water, which is all about emotion. For that, we've got the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. So let's see here what they want you to know about your emotional adventure. All right, I do want this one here. And you have the new moon in Cancer. Oh my gosh. Relax. Yeah, I mean, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so this is very powerful energy. But new beginnings, a clear slate, new things to be planted, that comes in with this as well. In this, safe space. It's all about taking a deep breath and relaxing. So let's take a look here. So new moon in Cancer. So this card holds divine feminine energy, and drawing it strongly suggests that goddess energy is on your side. Relax. You and your loved ones are being looked after. Safety. Whatever your heart holds dearest is safe and well. This may not be the time to charge at what you want, so think about whether you can approach it from another angle. If someone in your life needs you, nurture them. Nurture and be gentle with yourself too. Your diet may need improving for your own well-being. That's just a little added in there. Manifesting focus. This card is a good omen for family issues, house moves, sales and or purchases, or someone or something that needs protection. The manifesting mindset says spend time with people you love and who love you. Develop a thicker skin. Cherish what you have, and you'll have more to cherish. Manifesting tips for connecting with nurturing energy is call in Archangel Gabriel, who can help to nurture your own inner child. Drag down the energy of the moon and call in the goddess Selene. Find photos of you with family or the people you love and place them on your altar if you have one. Light a candle, a silver one would be perfect, and bless your family and your friends. Your manifestation affirmation is when I nurture myself, life nurtures me back. And the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Cancer, of course, or on Mondays, which is Moon's Day. The new moon in Cancer takes place when the sun and the moon are on the same degree in Cancer, and knows that good nurturing breeds better manifesting. Ooh. So beautiful, all this inner child and familial, and even feeling like that Trinity energy, this Mother Moon nurturing Divine Mother, Cosmic Mother energy coming in is perfect. And of course, we've got a beautiful rose quartz heart to represent that energy and to amplify it. And that moves us into the final suit of cups. And so we'll see what your final message is here regarding your emotional adventure during 2025. All right. They do want those too. All right. So, up first we have the Six of Cups. Childhood energy. So there very much is this child connection. There is this childhood transformational energy. Six of Cups also for me is about past life connections. So you might have been feeling like a stronger connection to that, with the Sun card also being about going into the subconscious where our emotional inner child rules and reigns. It's also the gateway into the Akashic records. So there is that connection that can come in here, this expansion. As things open up more and more, you might be experiencing being attracted to old lifetimes and seeing things that are familiar, being familiar with people, but or new people coming into your life that you are like, I feel like I know them from somewhere. Immediate feelings of safety coming from them too. And the Ten of Cups. Yeah, joy, joy, joy. Overflowing here. I love that. Ten of Cups. It's just feeling so overjoyed and so full of emotion in positive ways. I definitely see here where you develop this relationship with Creator, from Divine Mother and Father, and you feel like divine child and very special. It's like there's this wonderful feeling of just overjoyed. By the end of the year, you just have embraced this, and then you start to share that with other people with such passion and excitement. That I love that for you. Wow, what a year! So really, a great year of, I don't know, it almost feels pocketed, but not. Like you have a nice safety zone around you with not a whole lot of people deep in your inner circle, but of course you're able to go outside there and have people that you're acquaintances with, but I feel like you return to your inner circle of safety, which might be just one or two human individuals, but definitely a spiritual posse, and your connection with spirit that just opens up your 2025 into shining bright and sharing these stories within you with the world and with others that helps them transform too. But this wonderful, wonderful journey and adventure. Balance, brightness, happiness, sharing the story within you is a big theme. Now, this is the big, kind of blueprint overview. And if you listen to the intro, you heard that I'm going to have like weekly Zen bites that will help us on our journey as we're going through it, and monthly quests and other videos and content that's free that'll be coming out. So be on the lookout for that. And if you want to dive deeper, I have YouTube channel memberships, which we have, free live sessions on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, and after my live reading sessions on Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoons. So if you're interested, there's a link in there about the YouTube memberships. But I do live readings for everyone for a couple hours on Friday and Saturday nights and Saturday and Sunday morning afternoons. So if you want to check that out, all the times are listed in the description box. Also, I offer readings, personal readings, and of a variety. Also some energy work and some other things. There's a link down below if you're wanting to get more deep readings and additional information. Of course, this is for the collective of all Geminis. So if you want to get even more specific. There's a link down for that too. But I'm excited for this adventure coming up here for 2025. And remember, as you're going through this, that every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So, till I chat with you again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.